Welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm so glad you're here. So this episode, we're going to set up our compacted coal factory. We're going to give it a shot and using our blueprint, right? We just made a perfectly stacking blueprint. And we want to make sure that we have the necessary compacted coal to run our power generators. Thinking 16, 18 power generators and somewhere in there. You know, just enough to get us started. All right, let's see. We need a storage container here just to give ourselves a little bit of room. We'll drop off the copper sheets because we know we don't need those right now. And we'll pick up the miners and build the miners. One of the things to keep in mind here is... yeah, because we're going to have a little bit of sulfur to pick up there as well. We've already run the power, as you could tell by my less than expert use of the zip line. Power is here. We're ready to go. We've got this local sulfur. We're just going to use this and only this. This is... well, let's pick up some concrete. This sulfur is going to be the only sulfur that we're going to use for the purposes of compacted coal. Not going to try to build out some sort of crazy maximum compacted coal factory. One pure, I think they might all be pure, sulfur deposit should be more than enough to get us to the next phase of power. All right. That looks about right. And then we'll load you up so when the time comes, we won't have to worry about power shards. And I think we're going to make a sky bridge. So here's the plan. Water is needed for coal power, so we're just going to build the coal power generators right over this giant ocean here, right on the edge of the map. And then I know that we've got coal in this area. Ooh, look at that. Mouse right on it. So we're going to use the coal from this area, bring it down into here-ish, process it into compacted coal, then shoot it off to the water, and turn that into power. That's the general plan. But first we had to get this sulfur out to this location. Oh, look at that. From where we're building, we've effectively gotten us to a point where we can go straight. So that ramp was a ramp that I had at a different location to be able to walk back up to, because this is all on a cliffside. It's making building from here a bit more of a challenge. Alright, and we'll just pull the sulfur. Actually, are we powered? I don't think we're powered. And we are going to have to bring power with us. Just try to be disciplined and bring power with us. So we'll hit corner. Whoa! And then we can go nice and long power. Nice and long power poles. Right on the edge, please. Now, if this could get to the ground, that would be cool. Let's see. Let's put a wall, conveyor hole, and then let's build this back. All the way. Matter of fact, let's give ourselves a little bit of room, and we will. We're playing fully supported here, so we will come back and make this fully supported. But in the meantime, let's give ourselves a nice storage solution so we can get that sulfur running. And as a matter of fact, we're going to grab the sulfur that we put in storage over here. Put that in storage over here, because we don't really need extra storage of sulfur. Okay, done. Now we can just build nice long belts right in the middle. All right, now here's where the interesting part kicks in. This either works or I die. Ooh. I have the medical inhaler, but I don't have it on my bar, which means it's not useful. But we got it done. Quick question. Okay, I'm about to get a disappointing answer, so let's not push that envelope quite yet. Let's get power to the ground. Well, actually, we can get power to this coal. And then kind of swoop it around. And then also look to power this direction. Okay. So we've got sulfur right there. We can build that straight down. This is going to end up being a lift tower. Guess I'll take this out since it's in the way. And then... Well, actually, I could drop the sulfur in at any point here. Let's get it connected. Trying not to jump down because I feel like it might be a one-way trip, but I think we're at the point where it might make sense. Ah, those foundations are too big. I think what we need to do is put down like a 2-meter foundation. Then put down a good old-fashioned miner. The best kind, right? The old-fashioned kind. Production miner. There we go. We know the compacted coal recipe is 25-25 sulfur and coal. We have one pure coal right here. I think we'll run that in, merge this with it. Then we'll have the compacted coal. No, I'm sorry. We'll have the sulfur and the coal. Then we'll have to figure something out at that point. But moving on, looking at the production, this fix thing is really just throwing me off. I have the, all right, yep. And let's construct a miner if we can. And then we'll just copy you into place over here. It needs some foundational support though. Maybe not that much. Let's see if it'll fit. Oh, it's gonna work. Good, good, good. I like that. Looks way better. Nice. And then we just brought power with us. I would say we could merge. Victim of the clip. do want to put a buffer in here, though. If there's ever a situation where we run short or we have too much, I feel obligated to put in a little bit of a buffer so we can make sure we always have coal at the ready. And then we know for a fact that all of this coal has only one purpose, which is compacted coal. How big is the sink? Then we'll build the sink right into the mountain over here. Then we'll drop in smart splitter. Right side overflow. Right, so we're mining a bunch of coal. Whatever we don't use, just destroy it. There's really no reason to try to keep it. And then we've got our we could bring this down. Let's see. I'm going to build a wall here. We'll just pop it right here like that. And then we'll add a concrete wall to it for conveyor. And then we'll move this right in. I was thinking I was going to get a clicky notification that that was lined up. I'll take it that direction. All right, so now we're... Hey, I like that. Totally accidentally, this ramp looks like it's now part of this overall structure. It was just a way to get up off of the sea level and get to the cliff, so that's neat. We'll try to integrate that further. Now, we've got coal. We've got sulfur. Let's combine these. But we got to find room to do it. Right now we're mining 120 sulfur per minute. Each level of our compacted coal blueprint processes 75. There's 3 assemblers in there. So we need 2 levels to process the full 120. So we're going to go over 2 levels to start. Maybe we'll do 3, but we know we need at least 2. Alrighty, so we could probably just pop that in, go for the 2nd level. I guess if I wanted it to be nicer, and why wouldn't you want it to be nicer? So now this connects to the bottom. This connects to the top. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where? So my original thought was build the power right here, right? You can even see I planned a storage container. But obviously there is a world grid consideration to be made. We're kind of high up now, though, aren't we? We can take this down a bit. We don't need to be this far off up the ground. But maybe we don't want to be quite that low either. Somewhere in this level. And we'll use that. We'll just fire our good old compacted coal on this line. Give ourselves a foundation to build on. Okay. And then we're gonna drop a blueprint. All right, so we need some concrete. Here's the output. So we probably want the output to be closer to that side. And then where's the input? Input's on this. Okay, that's actually gonna work. That's exciting. Hey, look at that. Past me left future me a chunk of concrete for use. Gotta love it. All right, let's see if we can get this thing down. Blueprint. Assembler, compacted coal. I think the output side is really my main concern. Boom. Inputs. I don't think I control clicked when I did that. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can build one more. Right on top of the other one. If we can find the angle. Oh boy. We're gonna need a way to get some elevation. Oh! Let's try that again, shall we? Obviously, my instinct was to try to go a little higher. Oh man. I am having a real... That's actually correct. Okay. Now we gotta find the pixel perfect. I think that's it. If not, we're gonna have a heck of a time deleting it all. It's wrong. Oh, it's the worst kind of wrong. All right, give me a second. I'm going to delete this and we'll try again. Okay, I have everything nicely deleted. I'm going to try this again. Blueprints. Okay. That's the door. Nothing on that side. That's the output side. This is where we want it. We'll click it there. When I clicked it, it reset the rotation. So we have to find that same... Okay, I see the door. And I see the door. These are not snappy yet. I am definitely holding control. I don't know if it's making it better or worse. That's where we want it. I think that's perfect. Clicking. Beautiful. And then technically, right, you could just take this door off. Wall it in. Whatever I got going on over here, we can delete this. Okay. Now, I do believe I could just bring in... Let's see. Let's try to consider our walkways. We'll bring this right to the edge. Out of concrete. I did blow through a lot of concrete, making that all concrete building. I don't know that I can zipline uphill that far. I suppose we should try it. Which wire am I even looking for? Center one here. Oh boy. You ever get the sense that you've made a bad choice? Ho! Ha ha ha! Victory. I went through an entire playthrough and never used a zipline, and now it's perfectly clear to me why it's valuable. Just enough concrete to get us through this build. I'm going to do my best not to get cocky here, though. We're going to take our time, get aligned. Uh-oh. All right. I'm definitely going to claim victory on that. Speaking of power, let's get some power ran to the vicinity as well. Yeah, that zipline action saved me a huge amount of time. Oh, this game just doesn't love me today. I'm going to switch over to the faster belts just for convenience sake. We'll see if we can make this connection in one shot. I think the next thing we need to do, we need to build our steel facilities. I think, like, my thought would be organization, put down a nice No, it doesn't have to be industrial. Put you down like that. And then on the way out of this, we want this to come out. Very nice. And then this, we're gonna have to use a high-speed lift as well. The bottom is the exit point. So this bottom connects to this top. Okay. And then over here, the bottom is the entry point. And each one of these enters on its own level. I technically don't need splitters for this. Just keep going. Well, we'll turn it sooner rather than later, I suppose. Something like this. Let's do one more, just to make it a little nicer. Too close. Beautiful. Connect and connect. And then this one just drops right in there, and you drop right in there. And then we conveyor lift this up to this level, and this up to this level. And now the whole thing needs power. Boom. As technically it's not boom until such time we see compacted coal come out of here. I hear things building. There's my compacted coal. Boom. That's a perfectly working stackable. Oh, look at that. And the top level is also dropping in compacted coal. So good. That is so good. Let's take a victory lap and see how our activities are happening inside here. Let me turn off this light. Fully operational, 100%. getting a little, not enough coal here. You're doing all right. Once the system fills up, I think it'll be fine. This is I mean, the whole thing is extremely... There's a lot of splitting going on. Right? It's a manifold at the end of the day. So it is going to take a second for it to fully load. I am pulling in 75 per minute per level, so that's 150 per minute. I'm going to have to go back and upgrade the belts to this system. But at the end of the day, this nondescript building is making great amounts of compacted coal for us. Gonna move this out of the way so we can finish this little bit of the build. Is it really not? Wow, okay. Let's put a ladder in. There we go. And push comes to shove, we can blueprint in a third level, make 3 connections with lifts, and we've expanded our production by another 3 machines. It is claiming not to have enough, well, it's not claiming to not have enough coal. There's just, let's see. I mean, it should be overflow. Oh, wow. Really? This surprises me. I guess what I'm sending is what I'm sending. Let's do one little bit of upgrading here. I want to prove out our awesome sink usefulness. There we go. So now this belt's doing 270. This guy must have like extra coal. Yeah. Let's pull that coal out of there so we can see it. There we go. All right. So now both these coal mines come together on a single belt. They got themselves a nice little area where they can buffer. And then any extra that doesn't get sent down the line successfully gets burnt off into the awesome sink. Then if we check this, yeah, for some reason, I think we're still not getting the same amount of coal. It might be the fact that half the system is split one direction and the other half is split the other direction. There's the good old compacted coal coming out of the system, so that part we know is working. Somehow it seems like the sulfur side of this is working better than the coal side. It is just, it's not possible unless we have a tiny bad belt somewhere. Like I see one problem right here, but that's on the sulfur side. Ah, there's a Mark II lift in here. Let's make you a Mark III lift. I'm taking mental notes so I can fix the blueprint. And of course, right, so this is the coal that is getting sent up to the next level. That's Mark III. Ah, there's a little bit of a Mark II belt in here. So it's nearly perfect. Overall, well, the sulfur side is not suffering from that same problem. Off camera, I'll fix the blueprint. I'll jump upstairs, fix that side as well. I don't know if there's a logical place where... Well, maybe we could build a ladder right there. Let's try that. I don't know if I want to try to add the ladderness to the blueprint, but probably should, right? Architecture. Make the same upgrades that we just made. Right, that's minor downside. Like 30 coal, maybe 10 is going to be stuck because there's nowhere for it to go, but then it'll just back up and then be fine. Yeah, that's coal going in. Here's our bus. We can get that nicely upgraded. That's the end, so we don't have to upgrade that. Any Mark IIs on the wall? Nope. I think we're all set. Okay. There you go. We're making compacted coal. Bringing it in. nicely and easily. No issues. We're going to build this out, make it fully supported. And I think next episode, we're going to start in on the steel side of things. We need to start getting some steel. We don't want to keep spending tickets forever. And to be honest, I think the encased beams are very close. So we could probably skip using steel beams widely. And skip straight to encased. But that is a topic for another video. I'm just so happy to see all that compacted coal coming out. I'm so happy that that blueprint worked. It looks pretty nice. You know, it's very brutalist. But, you know, there's windows on this side. And then we've got the utilitarian sides. And then when push comes to shove, we can just add another one. Yeah, I kind of agree. Let's make one addition here if we can. Come on, you. Yeah, those metal corners add a little something. Look at that. Uh-oh. Or is it uh-oh? Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Is it better to put the pole closer to the building? Something like that. Yeah, probably is. Ooh, that compacted coal's coming out fast and furious. So it's ready to go once we're ready to start building. You know, one thing I did learn from my previous... Oh, I don't have the copper sheets on me. But if I put it in a shallow area, would it tell me? Yes, it would. Okay, so this is all good. We can build water extractors all the way down here. So that will work. I think last tweak I'll do, then we'll call it a video for sure. I'm just gonna make this a conveyor hole. Then I'm gonna connect back the way it was. Just like that. Then I'm going to put a little bit of wall around it. Not a lot. It's not a huge deal here. We're just going to start the service layer. Okay. Then I'm going to put... I think I want the delightful ramp. We'll make it 2 level. Then the 1 meter foundation. And there. Now we're ready to start building power generation. But that's definitely a topic for a future video. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. I see you hanging out there. Just trying to build a little bit more. I want to put a door on here. We'll have to see if you can tell which door it was that I built.